they would say, yeah, it's really insufferable that I can't take my garbage out. I'm leaving it in my kitchen. I'm putting it on my balcony. I can't use my balcony anymore. Or I don't have a balcony, so it's just got to stay inside. Worst case, people telling us straight up, hey, I'm taking it out every week anyways.
Garbage collection every 2 weeks. It's beautiful on paper. Is it realistic? I have a meeting with Jonathan from Ligue 33 to talk about this new project in Montreal.
Jonathan, how are you, bro?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous. First time I do an interview in English.
Yeah.
So just be good with me, you know?
I got you.
Like I said to your colleague, Renaud, we are the Montrealists, and now we're in front of public here.
Yes.
I'm really happy at that.
Yeah, this is a place we've done a lot of our activities in the past. So when we've been we started out sort of further east, and then we came to Hochelaga to see, because we knew that the same things are kind of hitting them as we're hitting in the east. So,
But you see here in Hochelaga, they need help for a lot of things. What is Ligue 33? What is the sphere of your activity? Because today we're going to talk about the collection of the garbage every 2 weeks.
Right.
It's something with nonsense for you and for all the people that are living here and the east neighborhood.
Yeah.
So what is Ligue 33? What's the activity you do for the community and for the people?
Well, at the very basic things, we were really present. Like I said, we started out further east, Long Point area of Montreal. So that's very far east of Montreal. We have weekly activities there where we'll do just barbecues, give out sausages, talk to people there. People who come up, they'll have a hot dog with us. A lot of kids come by. There's a soccer field there, we kind of have that more natural connection to the area.
A lifestyle with the people of the Hochelaga Maisonneuve.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we've been doing. We have a lot of that where we'll just talk to people, and by talking to people, we try to find out like what their concerns are, what their lives are like, what things are in common among the different residents in the area. And so that's a big part of what we do. And what we found out was that a lot of people are really upset about this garbage collection change. That's been a kind of a big thing that we've been spending our time doing is
right now.
For the past 3 years since the pilot project started out in that area that we organized.
And the city they tell with this pilot project is like, okay, people, you have to educate yourself. You have to be able to just take care of your own garbage. So we're just gonna adjust with the time. But right now it's every 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm good with this idea. Just like we have to be responsible about le compostage and recyclage, all these things. I understand, but in the reality, this project, it's available. It's able. We can doing this, or it's completely nonsense project.
Well, I'm not going to say it's a nonsense project right off the bat. But what we've seen is this. So first of all, they started before the pilot project, and this is something that they'll mention, is they did consult residents.
Okay.
So they had an open meeting where they said, please come talk to us before we do this. I think they were going to put it into place regardless.
Yep.
But I think the official numbers are that something like 16 people showed up. Okay. So that's not no one, but it's a small number of people. And so they went through with it, and then immediately after we started hearing about it, not because we had anything against we didn't have any ideas about garbage before. We weren't really thinking about it.
Yeah.
But then we'd just be talking to people over hot dogs, and they would say, it's really insufferable that I can't take my garbage out. I'm leaving it in my kitchen. I'm putting it on my balcony. I can't use my balcony anymore. Or I don't have a balcony, so it's just got to stay inside. Worst case, people telling us straight up, hey, I'm taking it out every week anyways. I'm not going to keep that in my place.
I'm just going to put it outside.
Yeah,
but that's something that's really interesting what you say, because that's really some people. Yeah, they don't have a balcony,
Right.
so they keep the inside.
Those are the
Crazy.
bravest people, right? Those
Brave,
are
yeah.
those are
They're-
brave
they're
because
really
they're saying,
brave.
well, I was told not to take it out. I'm
Yeah.
going to keep it. And good for them for doing that. I don't think they should have to do that.
No.
And so that's why it's like, all right, that's how it started. And that's in an area that is less dense than here in Hochelaga. Here, it's like, as soon as it was put in place, we were checking, we were thinking like, all right, we haven't done much in this area, in this neighborhood.
Yep.
But we want to go talk to people because they're gonna be hit the hardest, honestly, because they're living on top of each other. There's a lot more going on. Other problems like just drug abuse and things that listen, like that will affect the cleanliness of an area. And Hochelaga was already sort of known to be a dirty neighborhood because of these other issues that they deal with. And that's turned out to be the case. So is it a horrible project that they tried to put into place? That's not what I think. I think they put it into place because they had these ideas in their minds and they wanted to put it into place. And sure, there's the part of it that's just cutting costs and cutting services, which is kind of a mainstay of a lot of administrations these days. But I mean, what really matters for us is that once people started talking about it, once people started pushing back against it, that should be listened to, right? And we think that for everything, basically. Just, I mean, we're always saying like the people, we listen to the people, all that.
Yeah.
But honestly,
But the end, nobody listens to people. That's what I understand. When I
That's
talk with your friends, Bruno, when I talk with you, that's why Ligue 33 is there, just to explain this problem.
Yeah.
Did you go to other neighborhood just to talk with other neighborhood and just like what's happening with your collection of garbage? Because they want to explain and explain this in every neighborhood.
Yeah.
Do you talk with other neighborhood? How was it different between the east side and middle side, downtown? They have the same problem?
So it's the same measure is only in place in a few places,
Yep.
and I think like also even more recently. So this is the one where in Montreal it's like, or in like this part of Montreal, because I know that I think in Ville Saint Laurent there's parts where they have the same measure in place. And I mean, there it's a very different kind of composition. People are driving. People have a lot more space per person.
Yep.
It's not the same kind of just dense sort of triplex thing where you don't have room for even bins outside, right?
Yeah.
So that's a different thing. We haven't ourselves gone out, and unfortunately, we've had to just sort of. Just because of honestly a lack of time, lack of resources.
Yeah, but and you have to take care at first right here because we have the problem.
Yeah.
I just went to the Atomic Cafe and I see all the garbage outside.
Yep.
So that's a reality. That's a Czech reality when you just go on Hochelaga. So what's the solution? at short time and long term.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little annoying, and I'm gonna say,
Yes,
I'm
let's
gonna,
go.
I'm gonna
Let's
say,
go. Be annoying.
I don't have the solution.
Okay.
What I do think is that, again with the people, but the people have the solution. We've been talking to people, and I can't keep track of all the ideas that are told to us because everyone has a solution. The people who are living it, they think about the environment too. Well, a lot of these people that we talk to, they think about it. But they're also living the actual experience of no garbage for a whole. They're not able to take their garbage out for a whole week.
Yeah.
So I mean, just listening to them,
Yeah.
I really think we can find a way to like make things work that is both good for the environment, makes the change that we need to make for sure, but also takes into account the actual living conditions of people.
But people can come to see Ligue 33 and just expose our IDs, so that can help. This can help a lot, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, really what we want to do is, sure, we're sort of like an intermediate organization that's in between the administration that we don't think really listens to people and the people themselves. But ideally, yeah, we just want to kind of encourage people to go talk, go like express themselves.
Yeah.
Right now, the sort of only way that we can do it is at our municipal, our borough council meetings, and they're extremely limiting. All it is really you can go, you get to ask questions for 3 minutes, and you'll usually just get the same response that they've trained themselves to repeat. But right now, it's kind of the most democracy we have, so we're starting with that. We're trying to push people to do that. We're trying to, the elections are coming up, so we're trying to push people to just not vote for the administration that has been completely ignoring them and not listening to them. I think that's the most basic thing that we can do right now, is kind of just show, all right, you can just ignore us for 4 years, completely not listen to us, even though we're complaining about these things and we have these real issues. But we're not going to let you stay in power, and we're going to demand that something changes. So hopefully, I'm not necessarily, we're a nonpartisan organization. We don't believe that there is an existing party that's
Right now,
going to solve things.
Perfect.
But we think that at the very least, we can send a message by making sure that Projet Montréal doesn't win and seeing what goes from there, what happens next.
That's the first. That's the one of first thing we can do. The other thing I see is this is a real problem. Some apartments, some buildings, they don't have compost, they don't have recyclage, so they have to make action right there too, because like you said, the problem it's not just with the administration, they don't listen to us, but we don't have the resources. We don't have the pour faire du recyclage, compostage, so it's crazy too.
And I mean, I would link that too, because I know that people are asking for these bins. Like the bins exist. They're out there.
Okay, so the bins is somewhere.
Yeah,
you have to find it.
We have to find the bins.
That's a quest.
Well, like I have a friend who moved to Messier recently, and they were like hesitant because they know that I've been doing this work, and they were like, oh man, like I'm gonna have to deal with that garbage every 2 weeks. And then they found out that they weren't even given any bins, so they have nothing, and they're in a house, but so like they should be the ones that are better positioned for it, but they don't even have bins. A lot of cities will give out the bins just free. Here they don't seem to believe that's necessary. And I mean, yeah, there's just these little things that kind of remind us that they're definitely also thinking about the costs, right? Like it's not entirely we're saving the planet.
We're gonna be blind about that.
Yeah. Sure, so they're kind of they're trying to save a buck every place, and like we'll see, but they also have these real supporters, a small group of real supporters that do want this stuff, but it's not representative of the people at large.
So if I go in the positive way, the one part of solution is if we have ID, just like you living in the city, you have ID, you can go see Ligue 33 just to propose your ID and go vote to, or just apply yourself in the society that you live and the neighbor that you live. That's the part of solution right now we can do. With this reform, just like about collection of garbage every 2 weeks. And that's what I told to Renaud before. I'm just like, I think every part of a year, they just, okay, now it's 1 week, after 2 weeks, maybe it's going to be a month.
Yeah.
That can be really terrible.
Yeah.
It's really just like apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly. And like people will sometimes say, "Oh, I've heard in the news that it's going to 3 weeks," and we're like, "Eesh."
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
So maybe they will go there. The administration can go there.
It's kind of like it seems to be like the long-term plan, and I think long-term that's fair. Like there's places that do it. Sure. Very different places from Hochelaga. Obviously, they're not the same kind of.
But they don't have the same space.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the big issue. There's ideas that come out like maybe we have some communal bins, or we have whatever special collections. We'll see. I don't think just cutting the service is really the best option. I think we need to actually think about the people who are living it,
Yeah.
how to make it work for them, rather than just punishing them if they don't know how or currently aren't able to do exactly
It's
what
look
we
like more this punishment, just like because you work a lot and you fight a lot for the people to have a real quality of life, and right now they don't have this very much.
Yeah, and like for us, we consider ourselves part of the people. We consider ourselves like, I don't know, we fight for them. We that's really what matters to us. Those are like the people we do things for, and we see a very different attitude from the administration that's in power right now. Is that it's kind of just, if things aren't working well, it's the people's fault, and it's not to do with the like. They have so much. They have all the power in the world, right? Like they're able to do everything. They're able to decide what measures to put in place, how to deal with different things. But yeah, for them, it's just this is the way things are. And if the streets are disgusting and people are living in their filth,
That's the fault of the
kind of
people.
it's their fault, and it's kind of what they deserve. Which we just hate to hear it, and it's like
Yeah, I know.
we hear it every month.
So you're good because you're smiling. You're still
Try.
positive, and I love your style for that. Thank you very much, Joe, man. And I hope something's gonna happen for this, because yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, because Montreal is for me a platform of people that they coming because we have tourists too.
Yeah.
And when they see this, it's just like this is nonsense for kind of community we have. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's representative of Montreal. I've been living here all my life too, and I'm ashamed that people think that that's what Montreal is. I think we deserve better and we can do better.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
I just spoke with Jonathan from Ligue 33 and he exposed me a lot of solutions about the garbage collection every 2 weeks. If you like this content, subscribe and like. My name is Gaël Comtois. Welcome to Les Montréalistes.